I'm Dr. Mark Hatala, and I want to welcome you to our discussion of websites, so properly citing and referencing online media. But hey, please buy my books. I have 3 different books on APA style, which will help you to become a better and more confident writer of APA style papers. What about websites as a source? So your paper should be built on empirical research that's published in research journals because they're peer-reviewed and vetted, and we know that they're good articles. But there's a lot of great information available on websites, and sometimes they have single authors, group authors, or their news websites. And so, for example, the CDC is an outstanding government-sponsored website with all kinds of information. Now, these are all referred to as online media along with social media like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, you name it. But that's in a different video that I made on citing social media, so you'll have to look that one up. You might be asking yourself, what about Wikipedia? While you shouldn't be using Wikipedia as a source in an academic paper, amazingly, it's not considered to be an online media source. The APA Publication Manual defines online media as a source that can only be obtained online. So this is what I don't understand. Is there a print version of Wikipedia someplace? I actually contacted the APA people about this, and they said, well, Wikipedia is like an encyclopedia, and that's a textual work. And they also consider blog posts and comments on blog posts to be textual works, and they can only be obtained online. And so I think it's kind of a mess, but we'll revisit this. So if you have a web page with a single author, the reference is going to look like the following. Now, as I said earlier, one of the problems, or maybe I didn't say it, one of the problems with websites, though, is you don't know how legitimate they might be because anybody can put up anything on the web. So some of my students have used this website before, Medical News Today, when they're looking for things like definitions or something along those lines. So the author name, the person who wrote the article for the website, is listed first, and then the date. And the date is either when it was posted or the most recent revisions, because sometimes, especially at government websites, they put up revisions. The title of the article is Chronic Pain and the Power of Placebos, which is in sentence case and in italics. Medical News Today is the publisher, and then that's followed by the URL. What about a web page with a group author? So websites sponsored by the National Institutes of Health are a very good legitimate source for your paper. So, these are all examples about the placebo effect too. I should mention that. So that's like the theme, if you will, of this presentation. So the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health is the author. There's no individual author. It's a group author. And so it was published revised in January 2020. The title is Placebo Effect, and we don't bother to put a publisher because it's the government agency group author. And then, so the URL follows after that, though. What about a news website? So websites are sponsored by news organizations, and those can be a good and legitimate source for your paper, too. So ACPAN, from April 15th, 2015, are some people wired to fall for placebos? And so again, that's in sentence case, and it's in italics because that's the title. It's from the PBS NewsHour, and there's the URL where it was obtained. Begley published in May 20th, 2009, How Placebos Really Work in Newsweek. Now, you might be asking yourself at this point, PBS NewsHour, isn't that a TV show? So shouldn't that be audiovisual media? And Newsweek, isn't that a textual source because it's like a print news, it's like a magazine? These are very good questions. But because they're obtained online, we consider them to be websites, and we present it this way. I'm not even sure if they publish Newsweek as a magazine anymore. Anyway, it doesn't matter because print is dead. If you want to cite a website, they're cited like anything else, with the author and the year provided. So this is the author from the PBS NewsHour. In a narrative citation, according to APA 2015, some people may be genetically influenced by the placebo effect. And then a parenthetical citation, some evidence suggests a genetic cause, APA 2015, for the placebo effect. And so you can see that websites are pretty much like every other kind of source that you would use for your paper. Now, I realize that's a short but concise explanation, but I want to thank you for watching and wish you good luck with your writing and encourage you to come visit us for more materials and videos at apacentral.com. And have a great day.